A girl is catching fish with a net by the canal when from behind a woman quietly comes and starts putting the girl's fish into her own bucket. The girl stays busy catching fish and does not notice anything. While a man is watching all this, the woman lifts the bucket and leaves. When the girl looks at her bucket, she is shocked that it is completely empty. The girl says, "This cannot be. How could my fish disappear?" And she becomes very worried and searches and cries, loudly saying, "I am ruined. I am destroyed. Someone has stolen my fish." The woman takes the buckets and puts them in front of her husband and says, "Look what I brought for you." The husband asks, "From where did you bring these?" And the wife says, "Do not ask, with great love. I caught these fish, and what can I tell you how hard it is to catch each fish? I am very tired." The husband says, "But sweetheart, what was the need to do all this? If you like fish, you could have told me. We would have bought fish from the market. Now look, you went far just to catch these fish, and now you are tired." The wife says, "You are absolutely right, but the taste of market-bought fish is not the same as fish caught with one's own hard work." The girl is crying when her mother arrives and happily asks her daughter how many fish she caught today. The girl, crying, tells her mother that today there is not even a single fish, and she is very frightened. The mother says, "What are you saying? How can this be? Do you even know that today we have nothing to eat?" The girl falls at her mother's feet and says, "Forgive me. I had caught fish, but later when I looked, the bucket was empty. I do not know who stole the fish. Please forgive me." The mother steps back and says, "Do you know that our entire livelihood depends on this? By selling fish, we feed ourselves." The man hands the buckets to his wife and says, "Come with me." The mother is worried and scolding her daughter when the man comes and says it is not her fault. The woman looks in shock and then asks, "What do you mean?" The man says, "Your fish were not lost. My wife stole them." The wife is jolted and says, "What?" and denies, saying, "I did not steal the fish." The husband angrily says, "Stop this false drama and return their fish." The wife stays silent for a while and then hands the buckets to them and says, "What kind of husband are you who instead of supporting your wife is taking their side?" The husband says, "I will never support a thief. Look at their condition. They are very poor. They work day and night and with great difficulty catch each fish, and by selling fish, they feed themselves." And the man tells his wife to ask forgiveness from them. The wife says, "Are you telling me to apologize to them? Look at me. I stole those fish for your sake." The husband pushes her away and says, "Do you think I am the kind of man who would eat the right of a poor person? It was my mistake that I married a woman with such a low mindset." Then he calls the driver. When the driver comes, the man tells him to take his wife away. So the driver grabs her and drags her away, and the wife shouts, "You are not doing right. I will see you." The man says to the poor woman, "Please forgive us. We caused you trouble." The poor woman says, "Thanks to you that you did good with us. Otherwise, we would have had nothing to eat this evening." And she forgives him. Then they happily hug each other. Do you also always call bad as bad, even if it is someone close to you? Then tell us in the comments, like and share our video, and subscribe to our channel.